A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted Jewel Shillelagh. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the USC Trojans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So USC's offense will go to work first. This game known for thrilling finishes over the years, and the Fighting Irish pulled out a close one last season.
The Irish last year making a big statement, beating USC. What if you did it twice, Paul? Like winning the Jewel Shillelagh twice, swinging your big hammer, swinging your big sword, beating the mighty USC 2 years in a row.
It means a lot to Notre Dame because we know they've got to recruit nationally, right? It's not all just coming from the state of Indiana, and California is a state that they want to tap into. And if they can win this game 2 years in a row, wow, that helps out their recruiting big time.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Right at the line. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. A couple of big-time signal callers on display, and we expect a lot of points to be put up in this one.
Well, I think the biggest thing that makes this game fun to watch is you've got 2 programs going head-to-head known for developing elite quarterbacks, and you've got 2 examples of that in this one. And this is one of those games, David, you're not going to want to blink because these guys, I think, are going to be lighting it up. They're going to be taking shots, being aggressive, and it easily could come down to which of these 2 has the ball last.
And here's the thing. I get it, and who has the ball last, but I'm more interested to see who handles the nerves first because this is big time. We're talking about who the better guy is, pumping up both QBs. Who can handle that in the beginning of the game, get settled in, start off on the right foot, and don't make those mistakes.
Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have...
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Right side, it's Barber. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Complete on the left to Williams. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for the edge. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Carr. Williams open on the right side. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to get the corner. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. Fourth down is coming.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. Third and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on fourth down to be able to go for it.
Oh, he got loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Holds on, it's Bowman. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He'll set up to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. Offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Under pressure. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the O.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Throwing, Carr. Got his man. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They make the tackle, but not... He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Just smothered on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Young. Breaks free, and he might be gone. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties. But Palmer, he showed last year throughout the season he grew and became a pretty dang good football player.
Yeah, and I think really at the end of last year, he was certainly playing well enough for them to reach the college football playoff. I think he is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people look at this year's Notre Dame team and they say we are a legit national championship caliber team. You know Notre Dame's going to play defense with Marcus Freeman as the head coach. You know they're going to have playmakers at the skill spots, but C.J. Carr, he's going to be the key for them this season.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Plows through the defense. dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those Golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Carr on play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He's stopped.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Searching for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win.
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Moves the pocket. It's Mayava. Right side, it's Jordan. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It's Jordan. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Carr dumps it to the back. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Unloads it left. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. 4th down, Carr. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Barber. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Porter. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rolls right. Nice catch for the two-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Sells the run, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Left side, it's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Mayava. Hauls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Sells to run, looking to pass. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Long way to go on second down. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 5 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Calls his own number. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Sends it back in motion. Play fake. Carr throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Throwing, Carr. Blasted as he lets it go. And he gets rid of it.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He spins that thing down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball. They can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Hits inside. It's Jordan. Knocked down immediately. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff again. Got a little space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And how about that on third and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, third down and long situations, nobody has. And look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
Sees a crease. He's got enough. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you could tell they had the quarterback. But how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the back. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going. Play on second down, now third down. Burrowing for yardage. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Keeps it himself. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Gonna let it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 20. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, pressure's coming. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Play action, Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Slings it downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Knute Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he's thrown another interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Turning it on. The 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quick give. It's Jordan. Got enough space. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better.
One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give is to Williams. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fighting off the defender. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Pulls it. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Wolverines will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Fourth down, Underwood throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Moving the pocket, it's Carr. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Wants to throw one first. Oh, he wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running inside, it's Marshall. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
They'll run it. Got it inside the 15. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Deep in the end zone, it's Porter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Play action, C.J. Carr. Out wide left, it's Flanagan. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Carr. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going for 6. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the ground with the counter. He's got the first down. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Underwood. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. They drag him down at the 22. He gambles. Big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing, Carr fires it down the seam. Complete in the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back. It's Carr. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for running room. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score!